When I was a kid in the late 90s, my uncle gave me his old Vectrex console with a bunch of games. Back then, I had a Game Boy and sometimes played on a friend's Mega Drive, but the Vectrex fascinated me. The graphics were strange, just white lines like an oscilloscope. To add colors, you had to put a plastic overlay on the screen. Unfortunately, when I tried to record gameplay from my Vectrex, I discovered that the controllers were no longer working. I even tried to repair one of the controllers myself, but sadly I couldn't fix it. If I didn't put any cartridge in, the console would launch MINED, my favorite single-player Vectrex game. The concept was very simple, like Atari's Asteroids. You control a ship and destroy enemies as they spawn. Here's how it worked. A mysterious alien vessel drops mines and 4 big enemies spawn. Destroying one splits it into 2 medium ones, and then into 2 small ones. Finally, a small alien vessel appears, trying to refill the screen with mines. As levels progress, enemies get faster, shoot projectiles or follow you. Eventually you're out of lives and it's game over. It was simple, challenging and fun, a game I even played with my family sometimes. Years later, after studying programming and working in different industries, I lost my job during the recent video game crisis. Before job hunting, I decided to create my own game. Looking around for inspiration, my old Vectrex caught my eye. And that's how I started remaking MINED, smartly called Storm Mind. Wow. So, how do we keep the original vibes and improve it for 2025? In this Devlog series, I'll share the development process and invite you to see the game evolve and eventually play it. So subscribe and hit that bell. There are 2 fundamentals I want for Storm Mind. 1. Improved gameplay while keeping the original fun. This means new enemies, boss fights, and maybe an upgrade system for your ship between waves. And 2. Music as a core part of the game. It's important to me, so I'll add rhythm synchronized events, musical levels, and more. To start, I recreated the original game. The ship moves, shoots, and the environment is historic. If you exit one side of the screen, you reappear on the opposite side. Then, I made the different type of enemies. It was easy, as their behavior is quite simple. Finally, I made this huge cinematic introduction with the mysterious alien vessel, and at the end, the little one who spawns again the mine. To stay faithful to the original, I added some post-processing effects to simulate the plastic overlay and some electrostatic glitches. And voila! We have the classic game. It's still easier to play than on my Vectrex though. Can you guess why? If you're still here, thank you for watching. In the next video, we'll dive into designing a boss fight and integrating music into gameplay. Stay tuned!